This person says what a lot of people say. I always think of the Blues Brothers when I hear Joliet mentioned. For those of you that don't know where I live in a small town of about 14,000 people called Shanahan, Channhon, and it's just outside of Joliet, Illinois. Joliet's the next town over. That's where we shop, it's where our doctors are, that's where my son bowls sometimes, so forth and so on. And yes, that is what most people outside of the Chicagoland area and inside of the Chicagoland area, for that matter, think of when they hear the name Joliet, the city of Joliet. Joliet, about I want to say 150-ish thousand people. But there is some other history to Joliet, if I may be so bold. Joliet at one point in time was known for, it still is known for, its limestone, and its limestone was sought after so much that some Joliet limestone was actually used in the construction of our nation's capital. It was quickly switched over to Indiana limestone, as Indiana limestone maintains that white limestone look as the years go by, whereas Joliet limestone weathers and oxidizes and has that more of a rust look to it. But huge limestone output for years and years and years. At one point in time, Joliet supplied over 70% of the world's wallpaper. Joliet is obviously known for its prisons as well. Some very famous prisoners that have gone through the Joliet Penitentiary. Soft serve was created in Joliet. The very first Dairy Queen ever was in Joliet, Illinois. One of the first automobiles ever created was in Joliet, Illinois. The 1909 Economy Motor Buggy Model E, if you want to do some Googling on that. And Joliet is a giant outdoor art gallery. The whole city has murals and sculptures all over the place, and it's dedicated to preserving the art of the area. Every corner you go to in Joliet, you're going to find either some type of mural or some type of sculpture. They're everywhere. It is a fantastic thing to see when you go through Joliet, and you realize after you go through a few blocks, holy crap, this entire city is a giant outdoor art exhibit. Everywhere you turn. Sculptures dedicated to all kinds of things. And of course, the statue of Louis Joliet himself, the French explorer that the town is named after. Another fun fact, Joliet's original name was Juliet, like the name Juliet. And so another town was founded right down the road, and they named it Romeo. So we had Romeo and Juliet. And then, after some pressuring by some very important people, including some pressuring by the President of the United States, I believe, at the time, Juliet was changed to Joliet in honor of the French explorer that founded it, Louis Joliet, and that is when Romeo decided to change its name and it became Romeoville. Still exists right up the road. We have family that lives there, but there's Romeoville and Joliet now instead of Romeo and Juliet. So there's a little bit of fun history about Joliet.